things to talk about today and some very important things. But first, I just want to say to you, the Duster community, yes, you, right? It's a big deal when you're here, but it's also a very big deal that we realize that what we are doing is working. Yes, the crypto market will go up and down. We've been through, well, it's the only bear market that I've ever been through in crypto. So the worst bear market that I've ever been through in crypto. It feels like we're starting to emerge, but we are going to have bumps and challenges. And make sure we got all our tech working here. We will make it through. It's not going to be a straight ride up, but it's so important, right? And there's a big reason why this is important, that you take stock of what we have accomplished. We can look at all kinds of numbers. Social dominance, yes, it's going to go up and down. The price of our beans, our coins, it's going to go up and down. But the big deal is that over a long period of time, number one, we've proven that we're not going anywhere. And number two, that our trend is up and up and up. We really are in a situation, a very unique situation in the history of the universe, where we can determine our own destiny together. We are in control. The people, yeah, that's you, that's me, that's our community, has the power. There's only one UFD. It's a special situation. Let's go out. I'm all off track now, but let's go take a look. This post I thought was great. Well, then we'll come back to this one. But this was from our friend Mason, UFD. And Mason said, right, UFD is the next UFD. There's never been anything like it, and there will never be anything like it. It's in a league of its own. Guys, it's true. There is only one UFD. There's only one you. You make up, you're a node. I was talking with Min yesterday, and he's like, he agreed. That's the word he likes as well. We're all nodes on this big interconnected matrix network that makes up this powerful nucleus, which truly is UFD, okay? And we are special. We have digital scarcity. There's only one unicorn fart dust. You're part of history in the making. Doesn't that make your horn tingle? Oh, thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I didn't say it. Mason said it. Susie gets on my case for saying that too much. Is your horn tingling, Dusters? Right? Through the good days, through the bad days, through the average days, through all the days, our horns tingle. And we have a very, very special situation on our hands right now. Let me go back to that. There was something he said that made me, you're part of history in the making. Doesn't that make your horn tingle? Well, you know, we are digital scarcity. We are the one and only. There's going to be imitators. There's going to be people that try to replicate what we've done, and that's okay. That's a big compliment, number one. And number two, that spreads even more good within the crypto world. So keep up the great work. Couple announcements. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., I will have Resilient Jack Duster. That's Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Time. Resilient Jack, I believe he's somewhere over in Europe. I'll let him disclose exactly where he is tomorrow if he so chooses to do so. But that's this guy, and he's got some big ideas about a social media push for Sunday.
I have an idea. That's what's actually brought to me by CT Don, a hardcore raider from the community. So this Sunday, I'm thinking that we are going to beat Fartcoin in social dominance, and we're going to stay there for like a day or two. So this Sunday, the 3rd of August, I'm telling my wife that I want the whole day. I'm going to retweet, I'm going to post, I'm going to like, I'm going to smash, I'm going to raid. My horn is going to be like, so if you want to come along with me together and beat Fartcoin on Sunday, the 3rd of August, you're more than welcome. Write in the comment section if you're down.
He'll be on tomorrow at 8 a.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. Central.
Okay, let's pump this motherfucker. Yo, what's up, Dusters?
What's up, Dusters? All right, so look for that. Today at 11 a.m., I will be on with Frankie LaPena from Gatcoin. Remember, Frankie's a guy who has like 6 million followers on YouTube, I think it is, millions of followers on TikTok, millions of followers on Instagram. He's like an internet star. He's the founder of Gatcoin. I will be on with him at 12 noon Eastern, which is 11 a.m. Central Time today. And I pinned this tweet to my profile he will be on Pump Fun. We'll be on Pump Fun, so that'll be interesting. That'll be my first live stream that I participate on the Pump Fun network, and we all know that Unicorn Fart Dust was birthed on Pump Fun, so should be a lot of fun with Frankie. What a great guy, you know. I met him live in Vegas. He was on our live stream. We are friends with the Gatcoin community. We are friends with the Apu community. We are friends with the SPX 6900 community. We're going to be friends with all the good communities, the Pengu community, all of them, okay? Because the good communities seem to be not officially, but on some level coming together, right? The communities that will attract more and more good people into crypto. All right, so Frankie LaPena, 11 a.m. Central. There's a link. There's a pinned tweet in my profile. I can't keep all these terms straight, right? I'm doxxed. I'm walla hala, all that great stuff. Okay. All right. Okay, this is interesting. A couple of people have been hitting me up like, Ron, like what we are doing here within UFD is 100% community driven. And I get this question from people in the crypto world from time to time, like, why do you leave everything open source? Why is UFD open source? And what I mean by that is we encourage people to do their own art. We encourage people to make their own NFT projects. We encourage people to create merch, whatever they want to do, right? We are working on official IP, but it will be available to the community as well. But people ask why and why, and I finally was able to put it in words, and it's very powerful in regard to what we are doing right now in this community. I'm going to share with you. This is from my private notes. Hold on here. Here we go. Sure, we got that up. Here's what I wrote. Unicorn Fart Dust is open source because we do not want to limit the utility that the community can create. We want to make it wide open. We want you to know this is decentralized. You are in control. You have the power. You can create things. People bring ideas to the community all the time. If the community supports it, right? And the community is very intelligent as a whole, all of us together, intelligent individually as well, right? These projects take root and take hold, massively successful projects. So we don't want to limit the utility that we can create in the community by not making things open source. And we do it because the community is unlimited, and that makes the utility unlimited. Ultimately, and this was the powerful thing that came to me, all utility, anything that's created on any of these utility coins or any type of value or utility that's created originates with people, and the people created Unicorn Fart Dust. Guys, we have so much power. We have such a gift on our hands right now. Do you realize that? Is your horn tingling? It's the gift of the blockchain. It's the gift of crypto. When I was talking with Min yesterday, he asked me, what's one of the big things you learned? One of the big things I learned is the framework that was set up by the original founders of the blockchain and crypto is a gift to us, the people. We can't be dumb. I'm sorry, but we can't, including me, and not realize how powerful this opportunity is. It's a fair and level playing field. Everybody sits around and says, "Oh, things aren't fair." Well, and look, I'm like I can go on a pity party, the pity pot, right? "Oh, things aren't fair. Life's hard. Everything's stacked against me." Oh, no, it's not. This is Unicorn Fart Dust. It's fair. The bottom line, the framework that it's built upon is fairness. It's the blockchain. It's crypto, and then us as a community. Because we make the choice every single day to do the right thing, to be fair, to be honest, to have integrity, okay? To do the right thing when there's a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. We're not saying we're perfect, right? Nobody is, but we've proven a consistent track record of being reliable, of being safe, of being good. Good attracts good, okay? And it's working. I don't talk about good attracts good enough anymore. Maybe because we're just doing it. We don't need to talk about it. Talk's cheap. All right. I'm down here blabbing away. Talk doesn't matter what I say. I can say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. We're gonna. No. What have we done? What are we doing right now? What did we do yesterday and the day before? What are we doing today? And I ask you, my friends, what are we going to do tomorrow? We're going to keep doing the right thing. We're going to keep proving to the world, which is a massive opportunity of buttercups. You talk about buttercup heaven. Imagine a dream where we wake up and just all around us are buttercups. We're in a field of buttercups. There are so many people in the world. Only like 7% of the world's population owns crypto. And crypto, we are on the leading edge. And we're doing it right. And we're doing this unbelievable thing. It's unbelievable what's going on right now. I'm in my basement in the Midwest. Where are you? I ask you that question. And by the way, I'm glad you're here. And by the way, retweet this so we can get more people, get the word out. Go on YouTube. YouTube. Yeah, I know. YouTube's huge. You know, YouTube is the biggest media platform in the world, the biggest advertising platform. I don't know, all these crazy statistics. You know how many buttercups are on YouTube? Why don't you go out and subscribe to our YouTube channel? That would help. Okay. But the fact that we're doing this, we are on the leading edge. Congratulations. You, my friend, are a pioneer. We're like the people that got in the covered wagons and went out west back in the 1800s or whenever the heck they did it, fought off, whatever, right? I mean, dealt with all kinds of crazy challenges. That's what we're doing right now. I'm in my basement. You are where you are. We are connected. We couldn't do this 20 years ago. That alone is crazy. I want you to think about that. I'm older, as you very well may know, 55 years old. Some people call me the boomer dev, but I'm not officially a boomer. I'm an almost boomer. When I was 25, when I was 30, the idea that I would be in my basement able to broadcast to you, us get together, you be in the basement with me, was beyond imagination. If you told me this, what was 25 years ago? Oh, that's easy. That was the year 2000. I have a degree in accounting. I worked for a Big Four accounting firm. Anyway, that's crazy enough. But now we are on the leading edge of the bleeding edge. We are in Web3. We are building something in crypto. We are building something of value. We are showing the community, togetherness, fun. People, look, guys, here's the deal. Look, nobody knows this. Most people can't grasp this concept. They're like, huh? Let me watch CNN. Right. No, you're smart. We are creating value. People don't realize. Take a step back and think about it. Are people willing to pay money to go to comedy shows? Welcome to Ron's Basement Comedy Show. Are people willing to pay money to go to the movies? Are people willing to pay money to go watch sport events? People are willing. There's value in fun. There's value in community. Are people willing to pay money to join clubs of all sorts around the world? Heck yes, they are. They have annual dues, I think, don't they? Like the Lions Club and the Rotary Club and whatever, all these clubs around the world. We are doing that, and we are doing it in the most efficient and effective way. And the cherry on top of the buttercup, what are those things? Cupcakes. Oh, we have a new word, cupcake. Right? Is we're doing it with good. All right. Let's, hey, Kraken. I'm sorry, I'm not an Instagram expert yet, but apparently our friends at Kraken put out this. Our friend Connector, who does a lot for the community, has a post. Thank you, Kraken FX, for this clever reel. So I believe that's on Instagram. Yeah, very soon, everybody will recognize the three symbols of unicorn fart dust. Go out to Instagram, watch this, share it. Let's get the word out to more and more people. That's Kraken, right? A tier 1 exchange. We got some cool art that we're going to look at here from our friend Fruvik. As you know, last weekend I was on Pond Talk with Blue, BLEW. He's an awesome guy. He's part of the Apu community. He put out a call for a collaborative art contest, and Fruvik, who does a lot for our community, a lot of art for a lot of the communities, put this together. Let me pull this up full screen. See if I can do that. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? It really is cool. So thank you, Fruvik, for doing that. And next, we've got a new video that came out. This is about 2 minutes long. It's a nice epic journey from Exit the Matrix. What does conviction mean to you? What about community? To me, it's simple. UFD. Come take a journey to a land where conviction rules the day. Images and theme inspired by UFD Corral, our friend UFD Corral. And let's get this up full screen and see if we... The power of conviction.
There was a darkness in the air. Castle UFD was besieged by its presence.
We must investigate this dark aura. It smells like a pullback to me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Took shape in the shadows. Fear, uncertainty, doubt.
Your conviction is lacking. You will perish. Oh, unicorn warrior will fight another time.
UFD spirit remains strong.
We must protect the magic.
We must protect the
My
magic.
conviction in UFD.
That's you, Duster.
Shall not fear.
Your strength of character now.
The dark blood creature never had a chance against the Unicorn Knight's blade. Conviction won the day. Conviction and power of UFD.
Thank you for saving me and for the magic beans.
Don't forget to retweet.
Smells like UFD. Magic.
A little cute
They
unicorn.
vowed to never
Made
allow
some
FUD
fart
to
dust.
take root again. The light shone upon the UFD castle once more, and Emperor Rontoshi returned.
Emperor Rontoshi.
UFD, good attracts good.
Okay. I'm back with you now. Uh-oh, hold on here. No, I'm not. A little technical issue occurring. There we go. Now we're back. Emperor Rontoshi. Woof, that's a big one. That's a lot of shoes to fill. What a great video. We're creating more and more value every day through our art, through the videos, through everything else. It's working. Okay, it's working. It's working. Don't forget something very powerful about UFD, a big potential that we have. And I'm going to give you the reason why right now. The further we go along the road, you know what I'm reaching for? Huh? You know what I'm reaching for? The further we go along the road, the closer we come day by day by day. Look up the Lindy effect. It's a scientifically proven fact. Any movement, any community, the longer it goes, typically speaking, the more powerful it becomes. This jug represents every single UFD bean that has ever been created. This plastic jug, I can't make it any bigger. I can blow in it. I could put some unicorn fart dust in it. Nothing's going to make it bigger. As you can see, we have 999 million beans. Every single day that you show up, every single day that we gain a new holder. Imagine beans dropping in here every day. And those beans represent the diamond hoof dusters within our community. The closer we get, the community is growing. Okay. The community of diamond hoof dusters is growing. The number of coins, the number of beans is fixed. Okay. We talk about being the horniest community, unicorn horn, horniest community on the internet, which makes us able to reproduce at a faster rate. This has been neutered. This got fixed, okay? And it is fixed. Don't forget that. That is so powerful because every single day as we add the beans to the jug, and some days it doesn't feel like it. I understand, right? Look, guys, you know what? A long-term journey is going to be filled with a lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of in-betweens. That's just the way life works. And that's cool. That's good. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a little life lesson. And I had to learn this one the hard way because, you know, look, I'm 55 years old. I've been, of course, through lots of ups and downs in my life. Okay. But the point when you get somewhere where you don't feel like it anymore, where you're going to give up, everybody experiences that. That's part of life. Whether we're talking about, you in school, you doing a business, you doing a home improvement project, no matter what it is. That's just natural. That's normal. Things are generally fun at the beginning, and then you hit a period where it's not maybe so much adrenaline, excitement, okay? But if you have still maintained the long-term goal, that point is the critical point that you just need to work through. And when you do, you probably have seen that graphic, right, of the guy digging in a mine, and he's like, finally, he's like, I'm going to give up. But just on the other side of the next little layer of rock is a big pile of gold. Okay, that's what it takes. You can be grateful. Look, think about this. This is powerful. When you hit those periods where you want to give up, where you're burnt out, or oh, this is whatever in life. And I'm UFD, we ain't ever given up. We know that. Okay, but I'm just saying in general, those periods are good. You can look at it in a good way because that's when the quitters quit. That's when your competition goes away. Even with UFD, we can look at it that way. Look, there's 12 million meme coins out there in the world, or more for that matter, right? And sure, there's a lot of excitement that's generated amongst them in the very beginning, but then most of them give up, right? We don't give up. That's what has set us apart. That's what will continue to set us apart. And as this jug fills, and there's only 999 beans, eventually, come on, UFD. Right? We're doing it. This is real. And it's not just real. It's good and it's fair. It's that opportunity that we've all been waiting for. Okay. Sorry. Right? We can't complain that it's not a fair shot. We got our fair shot and we are not going to give up. Never, ever, ever. Okay. What else is going out there in the world right now? Let's just talk about some big macroeconomic things going on. The Fed, that was a big deal earlier in the week. That was kind of created a headwind for the world of crypto when the Fed came out. And nobody expected them to lower rates, but the feeling from them was that things were kind of hawkish. That means that they're going to be more tight with monetary policy. Don't worry. At the end of the day, the dollar, the paper dollar, because of the situation that our government has put us in, will only continue to go down in real value unless we have an economic miracle or suddenly, right, the United States decides to become very frugal, very tight with their money. And none of that is going to happen. So as you absorb all this noise out there about the Federal Reserve and interest rates and Trump and tariffs and everything else, look, I'll make it really, when you distill it down to the facts, the simple fact is there's really nothing that can stop the U.S. dollar. Unfortunately, look, I'm a patriot. I loved what our original founding fathers, I'm telling you, the founding fathers of this country would love crypto. But there's nothing that's going to stop our dollar from going down more in value. Let's look at a couple quick headlines that we got this week. This one came from Zero Hedge. The most divided. So what I want to emphasize for you is that while things look okay on the surface for the U.S. economy, when you look under the hood, there's a lot of trouble under the hood of the U.S. economy. Okay, so we have the most divided Fed in 32 years, refusing to cut rates again. Let's go take a look at the U.S. dollar index. We've been keeping a close eye on this. This is the DXY index. This is like the, I can't, for lack of a better way to describe it, it's the prettiest turd in the toilet contest. Okay, this compares the dollar to a basket of other currencies like the Japanese yen, the euro, I think the Swiss franc, maybe even the British pound. And we are down big today. Wow. Now we're down big today because the jobs numbers came out. And we're going to get to that in 1 second. And I'll tell you why that's important. So when the jobs numbers came out and they were bad, that increases the odds of a rate cut, which made the dollar. That's a massive move in the DXY index. And remember this, guys, we were watching very closely. You want to get technical? I can get technical with you. This DXY index. And as we can see right here, we circle this first. That's 100. And again, today we're at about 99. But if we draw a line, this is a chart that goes back what, 40 years at the 100 level. You can see, right? If you look at the 100 level, we've broken below that, number one, but number two, and the lower we go down here, the better that will be for crypto, the better that will be for any non-fiat based investment tool, crypto, gold and silver, land, oil, whatever. But it's not uncalled for that we go way below there. As you can see, really, we were just barely above it for this period of time. I don't know, maybe the last, what was that, 3 years. We had this period here back in 01 time frame, and then a little bit back here, but the vast majority of the time we're down here below 100. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. That's the DXY index. Again, that's like the best horse in the horse factory. There's all types of analogies. Sorry, I used one that was toilet oriented earlier. I apologize for that. And next, we're going to go look. We're going to look at the odds of a rate cut and see how they may have changed today. But first, before we do that, let's say hello to us again. Don't forget, please retweet this. Go on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Unicorn Fart Dust. It's got a big pink banner. I think my face is on there. It's very important. And most importantly, we love her. She's the queen of UFD. She's the woman behind the scenes. It's upstairs, Susie. Let's check in with her and see if there's anything that I'm forgetting to do, which I'm sure there is. Hey, Susie, are you there? Over. Susie, I think you forgot to turn your walkie-talkie on. Oh, well, thanks a lot, Susie. Oh, okay. Susie's, you want you just say hi to everybody real loud. Okay, you probably can't hear that. Susie's temporarily unlocked the door and said hello. And the other important thing for us to remember, Trump equals volatility. Okay, we're in kind of this, the stock market's at an all-time high. Everything's rosy in the economy. Guys, Trump, and I'm not a political statement at all. I never get political, ever. Never have on any of my channels, never will. But let's take a step back and look at Trump. I mean, it's plain as day. I don't have to give examples. Trump is volatility. Trump is drama. All right? There's always a lot of drama surrounding Trump. Lawsuits, this, that, the other. A lot of things that are said. Somebody said this the other day. It's become more of a Trump-driven market than it has a Fed-driven market. It used to be, guys, for those of you aren't around it, like 2 years ago, the Fed monetary policy decision, like we got early, that would drive the markets massively. But now it's become more of a Trump-driven market. Oh, let's go out and take a look at this, the news today, because this is interesting. Here we are. We're at CNBC right now. And as we can see, we'll go and look at the crypto prices and the precious metals prices here in a second. But big story, the United States added just 73,000 jobs in July, and numbers for prior months were revised much lower. So apparently the jobs number came in, we'll click on this, lower than expected, but also, right, which they always have done over the years. They always go back and revise the previous, how easy for me to say, months numbers much lower. There's Rick Santelli. I like him. Job growth added total. Here we go. Let's read this. Job growth totaled 73,000 jobs for the month, above the June total of 14,000, but below even the meager Dow Jones estimate of 100,000. Wow. So it really underperformed. June and May totals were revised sharply lower, down by a combined 258,000 jobs from the previous amount. So when here's the deal. A month ago, they announced the June jobs numbers. Okay. A month before that, they announced the May jobs numbers. What they're basically saying is those numbers were over reported by almost over 250,000 jobs. So there were 250,000 make-believe jobs that were reported. That is insane. That is crazy. Look, I used to talk about this a lot more on my precious metals Ron's Basement live streams all the time, but it's insane how they can report these numbers and then a month later go back and kind of quietly say, oh, last month's numbers were wrong. But 250,000, right? What about all those people? Did they get to cash there were make-believe jobs? Did they get to cash make-believe paychecks? I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Okay, absolutely crazy. Let's go look at the odds of a rate cut in September. So the next Fed meeting will be in September, and let's share this. Okay, we'll do a refresh. Okay, so the next Fed meeting is now going to be in September. They've not updated their little ticker there yet, but I think it's about 6 or 7 weeks away. And okay, so here we are. All right, hold on here, guys. Here we go. So let's make sure we got the September meeting, which we do. You can see that's highlighted right here. We'll click it again just to make sure. Okay, so in September, we are looking at this. All right, here's the current rate, 4.25. There's now an 82% chance that they will cut rates at the next meeting and only an 18% chance, okay, as you can see down here, that the rates will remain the same, 80% chance that rates will get cut by 1/4 point. So it's going to be interesting. I want to keep everybody up to speed on kind of the big macro news. But here's the reality. I want you to think about this. Yeah, I know. On the surface, everything in the U.S. economy looks great. And hey, I live here, and I love this country, no doubt about it. It is the land of opportunity. Despite our relative to most other places in the world. So, sorry, I'm losing my voice. But I am very worried about what's going on under the hood. I want to ask you a question. Okay, if I came to you and said, hey, here's my situation with Susie and I. And this is not our situation, gratefully, but it is the situation for a lot of other Americans. If I told you that, hey, look, everything in our life is great. We've got a new, Chevy Tahoe in the driveway. We had this beautiful 5-bedroom home. We're going on a cruise with the family next month. My kid's going to go to, XYZ university. Look at our life. It's so great. But then I told you that under the hood, we've got a $690,000 mortgage on our house, and we've got $100,000 in credit card debt. We've got $80,000 in car debt. My kid's going to have $190,000 in college debt. Do you get my point? Like on the surface, everything can look okay. Because what you would tell me is, and by the way, my income's about, I don't know, $90,000 a year. You'd say, yeah, on the surface, everything looks great. But when you look under the hood with all that debt, it's not sustainable. And I hate to have to say this, but that's exactly what's going on in our country right now. And don't you think for a second, I'll warn you, this is my opinion. I don't have a crystal ball. And as normal, I forgot to tell you, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything based on what I'm saying. But it's like mathematically impossible that we aren't going to head for some very challenging economic times in this country. And the net of it is going to be right now for the next 3.5 years. We have a president, not a political statement, but we do have a president who has a record of loving debt throughout his entire life, and even claiming bankruptcy a number of times. So to think that our leadership in this country is not going to devalue the U.S. dollar. Trump said it himself. I had a thing that I was going to share, but anyway, he recently said that he wants a weak dollar. That's good for our economy, quote unquote. Okay, so be prepared, guys. The reality is this: they can make as many dollars as they want, and they've proven that. The statistics about the number of dollars that were printed during the C-19 crisis. They can't print more Bitcoin. A little bit can be mined. They can't make more unicorn fart dust. We are finite. We are fixed. Our ability to reproduce more unicorn fart dust coins has been neutered. They can't make more silver. They can't make more gold. Okay. And remember, look, before I started Unicorn Fart Dust, all I talked about was silver and gold. Okay. I still love silver and gold. I still put out content on Ron's Basement for silver and gold. You can't make the things you can't make more of are going to become more valued as measured in US dollars. This has gone on throughout history for thousands of years, okay? That's why people love gold and silver. Before there was crypto, all they had was gold and silver. And again, I still love gold and silver. I still make content about gold and silver. But now there's crypto, which is another option. And anything that's measured in US dollars, as the dollar goes down in real value, that DXY thing I showed you earlier is that's like three guys jumping off the top of the Empire State Building and looking at each other and saying, hey, you're falling faster than me, right? They're all kind of headed for the same ultimate demise at the end of their fall. Things that are finite in nature. All right. And on top of that, all the great things that we're doing here in UFD, I believe, don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything that I may or may not have said to you today. Right? But I think there's a bright, 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 bright future. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Be good to yourself, please. That's number one. That'll give you a platform from which to be good to other people. Have a great day. Let's go UFD. Okay, guys, we are on a long-term journey together, decades, right? Let's keep it up. Keep up the great work. Okay, it's working. It will continue to work, and we will continue to thrive as a community. Take care.